Hello and welcome to Insights, the podcast with your host, Joe Pane. Join me in this deep exploration of our personal journeys from ambition to meaning, where we stop living life fast and start living life deep. This is a journey of waking up and realizing that our lives have never been about us, but about others. True success leaves positive ripple effects on other souls. I believe that success needs to be redefined from our own personal ambitious endeavors to be redefined as the value that we leave and give to others around us. Join me now as we begin this journey to deeper connections, even more fulfillment, some fun, curiosity, life, love, and all good things. Your deeper journey from ambition to meaning starts right now. Well, hello everyone. Joe here. Welcome to Insights. Welcome to episode 24. I hope you're all doing as well as you can. All of us are in vastly different circumstances. Some of us, I know some of my clients, for example, are obviously we're all working from home, or most of us are working from home, unless you're an essential worker or a frontline worker working directly in the health area. Otherwise, the rest of us are isolated at home, of course, and all of us are in different situations. Some people are at home on full salaries and working from home. Other people, their incomes have ground to a grinding halt. And look, it's and everything in between. And then I know of a couple of people who are experiencing some extreme situations in terms of health, which is ironically got nothing to do with the coronavirus. So it's varied. It's a highly varied situation out there. But something that I want to speak about today, or share an insight with you on today, is about stress and dealing with uncertainty. And I know that that's been a flavor of the last couple of episodes here. But I thought I'd share something with you from the heavily researched area of positive psychology. Positive psychology, of course, was that whole term, positive and psychology. Those two words put together in that order were coined by Martin Seligman some 20, 25 years ago, even further back than that. And he has instigated this whole movement of incredible research in the world of positive psychology. Often people ask me, what is positive psychology? It's my way of answering that is that it's about how to be emotionally healthy, emotionally fit, which is what I've been teaching for some time now. So one of the areas I want to share with you something in this podcast that I trust and hope will be of great value, and that is that there's a little known, I don't like to use the word secret because it presupposes so many negative things, but this is something that not many people know in terms of how to reduce stress. Quite often people associate stress reduction with, well, to reduce stress, I need to relax. And people have different ways of relaxing. People have relaxed by taking a break from their desk. People relax by going outside and having a cigarette. Some people relax by just going for a walk at lunchtime or in the morning, or, just going for a walk around the block. Some people relax by, going to the park and kicking the ball with their children or whatever it might be. And what's been interesting is that there was a research from the University of Michigan that actually showed that having the intention and trying to relax in the midst of stress doesn't seem to work that well. Have you ever tried to walk around the block? If you're really stressed about money, or stressed about your career, or stressed about anything to do with this current situation, stressed about how long you're going to be at home and anything associated with this whole scenario, have you ever tried to walk around the block and try to relax your way out of it? I don't know about you, but I find running very, very relaxing and very stress reducing. But there's something else. There's something else that works even more powerfully than that, which I'm going to share with you in a minute. So just bear with me. Something that I've been teaching for some time now is that there's a fine line balance between meeting our need for certainty versus another need that we have, which is our need for uncertainty. And as I shared in the previous podcast, I think it was, or it might have been episode 22, I can't remember which one, either 22 or 23, where I shared that, uncertainty has always been a part of our life. And what we're currently undergoing is an acute dose of it. That's something I shared, I think, in the last episode. So we've got all the uncertainty in the world that we can tap into here. So that's not a problem. That needs being met in a very high way, or high volume way for a lot of people. Not all of us, but for a lot of people, or most people, I should say. So the way that we balance that out is through certainty. And how do we build more certainty so we can handle more uncertainty? Well, the way that we do that, and something I've been recommending now for many, many years, is to go and get yourself a hobby, to go and get yourself a ritualistic hobby, to go and learn a new skill, a new craft, a new art, something like that. And what's fascinating is, in the world of positive psychology at University of Michigan, they have researched and found that, I'll say, the ultimate antidote to stress is not to go out and relax or have a cigarette, or not that I'm promoting smoking, my God, but you know what I mean? Like, everyone's got their own ways of chilling, thinking that chilling will reduce their stress. Well, the University of Michigan says that learning a new skill, engaging your brain in any new activity, is one of the most predominant ways to reduce stress. And that's the point I want to make today. This podcast today is not going to be all that long, because I just want to center this whole message around this one key learning, no pun intended. So learning a new skill. And as I've shared so many times, like, now is the time to learn a new skill, whether it's playing a musical instrument, there's so much online education now. It's incredible. Learning, if you're learning a new physical skill, whether it's running or meditating or yogaing or Pilates or whatever, everything is online. Like, whatever you want to learn, it's available. And so engaging the brain in learning a new skill takes the focus away from the source of what has been stressing you, because we can only tune in, our brain can only tune in to one thing at a time. So we can only tune into one radio station. If it's Stress FM, then so be it. That's what we're going to get. Now, Relax FM could be argued to say, well, isn't that another station? But if we're relaxing, our brain is idle, and it will deflect on or reflect on or focus on the music that was last played. So if we're going for a walk around the block, or taking a break from our desks, or whatever the modality is to try and chill, then because we're not engaging our brain in anything but trying to relax, it remains idle. And just like a garden, if it's left to be idle, it starts to grow weeds. So all we're doing is then reconnecting with and stressing out even more about whatever it is that's causing that. But if we engage our brain in learning, love that, because what it does is it lights up all 6 core drivers. It lights up our need for comfort, safety, security, certainty. Learning something new there's a certainty about it, there's a comfort about it, there's a progression about it. There's variety, adventure, challenge in the sense of learning a new thing. There's significance in the sense of the kick that we get out of, the feeling that we get out of learning a new skill, gathering new knowledge. It's exciting. There's a significance about it. There's also connection, because when we're learning something that excites us, I don't know about you, but all I want to do is share it with other people. I'm always downloading on my wife what I've just learned about something about human behavior. Sometimes I probably overdo it, but hey, I'm always doing that because I'm excited when I learn something. And that's why I do these podcasts, because I learn stuff and I share it with you. So connection is fulfilled. Then growth. We're growing as human beings because we're learning that particular knowledge or that skill set or that particular thing that we're applying in our lives. And we get to contribute by sharing it, as I just mentioned. So, the certainty, the variety, the significance, the connection, the growth and the contribution, those core drivers are all lit up because we're learning something new. So my message for you this week is, in the words of Molly once again, do yourself a favor and go and learn something new. Expand yourself, because when you're focusing on learning FM, you cannot see or feel or hear or experience the other station. Because remember, what you stop focusing on ceases to exist. Don't confuse this with denial. That's not what this is about. Because sometimes I'll get the question, which is an understandable question, actually, where someone will say, well, isn't that us denying the situation that we're in? It's like, well, actually, no. Denial is when you are trying to smother away the awareness of what's going on. This is different. This is where we are aware of the tunnel that we're in, the tunnel of time of isolation, and we don't know how long this tunnel goes for. So we don't know we can't deny that we're in that. So while we're in it, let's experience it differently. So let's engage in some learning. So get curious, get online and learn something new, whether you want to learn more about music or learn more about history or learn more about language. My wife actually has been wanting to re-engage in learning how to speak Italian in a very high level kind of a way. She would have much better language than me to describe what it is that she's trying to do. So, love, if you're listening to this, maybe engage right now in some kind of learning online. So whatever it might be. So that's my tip for this week. And you'll find, and this has been heavily researched to be proven to be accurate, that by learning something new, we get to disengage from the stressors of our life. And now we start bringing more of that certainty back into our lives. And the more certainty we connect with, the more uncertainty we can handle. So that's what I thought I'd share with you today. I hope that was useful. And I'm looking forward to reconnecting with you in the next episode of Insights. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you might be. Love to you all. Talk soon. Bye for now. I'm Joe Pane, and you've been listening to Insights, the podcast. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you're thoroughly loving the journey of these messages, please feel more than welcome to leave a review. And be sure to leave a comment on what you've been learning and how useful this has been to you and how you've been sharing this with those around you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm looking forward to being with you again very soon in the next episode of Insights, the podcast.